Hey guys, welcome back to another video on Inside Spurs. Apologies for being sort of MIA again. Don't really have much of an excuse for this one. I think I've been enjoying the sun a little bit too much, but I'm coming back today and I'm dropping video after video after video. There's quite a bit to talk about today. Hope we're all well, okay? Each video is going to be different from one another. There'll be a video talking about, ins and outs, things like that. There'll be videos talking about formations. Obviously, we played a 3-4-3 last season under Conte. Not his main formation he's ever really played, to be honest. So we'll talk about that. And we're going to talk about this one today. This one today is on a humongous link to a player of serious quality, okay? Now, I don't know if it came out last night. I don't know if you've seen it. Jules Koundé, okay? Sevilla centre-half, 23 years old, French international, absolute baller, okay? Can't stress that enough. I put him up there with a Bastoni or a Gavardio. I do really rate him, okay? Probably not as high as Gavardio. I think Gavardio is that little bit in terms of potential higher than all the rest of the players we've been linked with, but I would put sort of Koundé ahead of Pau Torres, personally, okay? But anyways, drop a like, drop a subscribe, drop me some comments on what I'm talking about today, okay? I'm going to be throwing out some more things in there today. I'm going to be going through loads of sort of details about what he plays like, his sort of style of play, his sort of attributes, his stats, really, okay? So, yeah, like I said, Jules Koundé, 23-year-old centre-half, French international from Sevilla, okay? He was linked really heavily with Chelsea at the start of the window. They sort of drifted away from that. It looked like he was off to Barcelona, but how Barcelona can afford to pay for Rafinha, let alone anyone else, is a joke. But how can they afford to pay for him? They still want Lewandowski. Jules Koundé, I just can't see how they can get them all done. Okay, even with selling Frankie de Jong, they still can't get it done. So, yeah, Jules Koundé, really, really exciting player. So he started off at Bordeaux in France and then obviously came over to Sevilla I think it was 2019. So he's played 95 games in that time for Sevilla. Okay, he scored 5 goals. Don't know if anyone really wanted to know about that. I know we've got ourselves a new set piece specialist coach, so maybe we might increase that 5. But yeah, just on that, it's 5. He signed for 25 million euros back in 2019. So back in 2019, that was probably worth decent. That's probably about 35 million euros now. He does have a market value of 54 million euros now, so he's doubled since he's come, which shows some serious quality has been sort of on display there. Jules Koundé being right-footed though, obviously kind of goes against the whole we want a left-footed sort of centre half to play. Don't really know what's going to go on there. I'd assume if we're getting Lenglet's probably going to be the starting left-sided centre back, where Jules Koundé may be. He's more. I look at him probably more towards the right-hand side of a 3, like where Romero is. But yeah, maybe Koundé can play in the centre. I like Romero being out on the right. I do prefer him being out on the right, if I'm honest. Players can come over and cover for him when he's out of position, things like that. So yeah, my personal opinion on Koundé before I go into the stats, I would love him, okay? But I do think when I talk about a 54 million market value, that's probably 65 to 70. So we've got some money to play with. We still have money to burn. I'd be interested to see what you guys think and what other Spurs fans think about burning probably the majority of our budget now on Jules Koundé. He's not Bastoni. He's not Gavardio. Is this the guy we're going to go for? I don't know, but I honestly, if I had to sort of make a pick of who we're linked with, I'd probably say Koundé would be the guy I want, because we're not going to get Bastoni. Gavardio's definitely staying. It's already been confirmed. Okay. So yeah, that's for Sevilla, 95 games and 5 goals. He's been capped 11 times by France. Okay. So, and he's regularly in the squad still. So definitely one of high stature and talent. Like I said with Lenglet's in the French squad. Laporte wasn't. Laporte's gone out. He's gone and switch his nationalities to Spain. So there is talent there. That's for sure. So just deep diving a little bit into Jules Koundé himself as a defender. So in the 2021-2022 season, he won 161 aerial duels and 55 tackles. On top of this, he made 21 blocks. And these are based on statistics after match day 38, okay? So I would probably say very good in the air. And he's, by the way, I haven't said this, he's 5'10". So that's very good for a guy who's 5'10". I think everyone thinks of a centre back that has to be 6'3", 6'4". I don't really think that's the way centre backs are going nowadays. I know that we've got some pretty big lumps at the back, but Ben Davies played centre half and was pretty decent. He's not 6'3". Longlay's pretty tall, Dyer's pretty big, and Romero's decent size. Koundé's actually a different sort of defender. I think he's more athletic than all three of them, though. That's without hands down. He's easily more athletic than all three of them. So there's that. Okay, now with past interceptions, he had 192 last season. He ranked 11th in La Liga for that, which is pretty good if I'm honest. That's pretty good. Sevilla, obviously, we know are fantastic in Europe, and they've won obviously the Europa League, a hell of a lot more than we've won in that time that they've won it. He is quality. He is brilliant. He will make our defence better. That's not a question. The question is, how much would it be? And if, like I said, if we're talking 70 million euros, I think a lot of Spurs fans would say no, because they think he's not a sexy name. He's not Gavardio. I'd do that on Gavardio. I mean, anyone would do it on Gavardio. That's you see what I mean? It's that if you don't sign the number one target, you'll always find every other target doesn't seem to hit as hard. It doesn't seem to hit home as well. Doesn't seem to entice anyone in to get excited about it. Longley doesn't seem to have really set the world alight, but actually is quite a feasible, decent enough defender that he will improve the back line. People forget about that. People think this idea of, well, the loan deal doesn't have an obligation to buy or an option to buy. Therefore, if he smashes it, he's going to go back to Barcelona and we're going to lose that. Yeah, because the idea is that we're going for Bastoni next summer. That's kind of how it all links into one. I think Spurs fans think very much here and now and not what it might look like in 6 months to a year. Would it be Koundé we get this summer and we go get Bastoni next summer and you're playing a back three of Bastoni, Koundé and Romero? I've said it, and I know that's going to perk some ears up to know that that's an unbelievable defence, because Chelsea are building another monster defence again. They lost Rudiger, lost Christensen, looks like Azpilicueta will be gone, Marcos Alonso's going. Just in that back three centre-half area alone, they're signing Koulibaly, who's an absolute monster. They've still got Thiago Silva, who was a brilliant player last season, and they're looking at Kimpembe or Nathan Ake, potentially both. They're still going to be great next season, Chelsea, and now they're really starting to flex some muscles. Sterling's been signed as well. They're really starting to flex some muscles. This would be a real intention signing, 70 million euros for a centre-half, 23 years old, not even near his prime because he's so young still. That's a real impact signing. One thing I want to tie into it, though, is a few days ago, Reguilon was linked to Sevilla in a deal, because obviously the left-back there is off actually to the Premier League as well. Reguilon could definitely be used in that deal. I think they want him. I think we've got a decent relationship, because obviously we sold Eric Lamela there, don't forget, last summer. Obviously, that was quite a bit going on in that area. I think we've got a good relationship with them. I think we'd go, look, what about 40 in Reguilon? And they'd probably go, no, it's not enough. We like Reguilon, it's not enough. We want 55, and we'd probably work around the 47 to 50 mark. If I had to think of it like that, yeah, I'd do it. Reguilon is obviously going to be our third choice left back. He's not even on the tour at the moment. Koundé would come in and be a massive player for us. It's a sensible deal to be making there. We keep a few pounds left in the bank as well, because obviously we're going to may look to make another big signing. We're still looking at that right wing area. I will cover that in a different video. I'm not talking about it now. We still want an attacking midfielder option. This would sort out the defence. Defence will be done in terms of the centre half area. Okay, centre half area is done. Keeper would be done. Left wing would be done. Looks like the attacking options are done in terms of the front three area, with obviously Richie coming in as well. You look at, we want three more signings. This would be one. Right wing back, centre attacking mid, or a centre mid option that can get forward. There you are, there's your three. If that was true, I'd love it. Now, the only thing I'd say about this is, and I've done some research, and that was from the Mirror, okay? Not obviously their best of sources, but did do a little bit of research. The Express and a few other outlets have said City are looking at Koundé as well, because of Ake. So if you want him, better move quick. That's all I'm going to say about that, okay? But yeah, let me know what you think about that, guys. Let me know what you think about Koundé. Let me know what you think about if you think that money should be spent in a different way, in a different position, or in the same position on a different player. Let me know. It's good to be back, and I'll speak to you all very, very soon. Take care.